Welcome to another Quantum Conversation. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Beautiful hearts, welcome. This is an energetic transmission for you today, here to support you at the time of our planet. We have got some things to go over, some tools that will help you self-regulate on your journey, and also an opportunity to advance your skills and even go deeper into your healing. My guest today is Vandana Atara, and she is a beautiful light worker who has developed a team that works with her, bringing through programs for your healing. We're going to learn about those programs, how you can use them in your life. And we're also going to experience a meditation at the end of our show today, because the time is now to come into love in the face of everything. And oh my goodness, there is a face of chaos. There is a face of fear. How are you doing, everyone? Are you able to move past that fear? I'm going to ask that for Vandana right now. Hi, Vandana. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Loren. How is your heart today? And how is everybody's heart who's listening right now, who really felt guided to be here, who were attracted to our energy and knew that there was something in it for them, something really important, some type of message that they really needed to hear. So I always ask when I connect with a new client or in a group session, what is your heart? What's in your heart? How does your heart feel? What's happening there? And just dropping out of our head space and just like placing our hands there and really like gently checking in. And we can do that for a minute right now. And if you want to just close your eyes it really helps me to go deeper when I close my eyes and I just like ask, like, just talk to my organs, right? Communicate with them and ask what's happening inside of my cells, my muscles, my organs, everything, my breath. What's happening, heart? How are you feeling right now? What are you holding? How are you feeling? Is it sad? Is it excited? Is it joyful? Is it scared? Sad, scared, mad, glad? Right. And then just see, because that's going to inform you, because your emotions are intelligent, right? And so we want to listen and really dive deep down into our heart space and let that lead the way. Let the intelligence and the compassion of our hearts lead the way and inform our reality. Because if we depend on our headspace, we can really get into a lot of trouble and a lot of chaos, especially if you're an empath like us, or at least like me. I can only speak for myself. And so that's why I really want to hold space for energy sensitive people who have been told that they're too sensitive for their own good growing up, like I was. So this is about healing on every aspect, every level of our being. And so it's about self-regulation because many of us didn't have the greatest idyllic childhoods or carrying around so much pain. And a lot of it doesn't even belong to them, right? And we know that hurt people hurt people. And so it's up to us to kind of resolve those old wounds and kind of face the fears, but not get swallowed up by them.
Yes, face the fears, not getting swallowed up by them, and go back to the tools that we have. Because when we are looking out there at the world, and there's so much eye candy to look at in the world, there's so much distraction, and there's drama and chaos. And so when we go and we look at that, and yet we can find ourselves being triggered by it, that is all something within ourselves that needs that love. And so we could look at it as saying it's a beautiful journey. Let's look forward to it. And more people, I mean, even people who are not on the so-called spiritual path, they're starting to tune out of like some of the news. It's just so dramatic, or they're so they're
Yes.
coming into their own ways of self-regulating, self-nurturing, self-care as well. So that's a good thing. And, we don't have to go alone. We were talking about a community. Now more than ever, it's very important to be in a community, to gather like-minded, like-hearted souls together and come
Yes.
into a space, because that's us. We, the people, are the community. And that's
Yes.
really important. Let's talk. We're going to do a meditation with you so we can experience the beautiful journeys that you take us on. I'd
Awesome.
like you to share about some programs first, though, because you've got this beautiful bundle, and a link is on this webpage to see all of those bundles for Vandana.
Yes.
And there's 5 comprehensive courses that are all in one bundle for a
Yes.
really great price. You guys, it's like, Vandana, this is a gift to humanity, the price that you're giving this to the world
Mhm.
for. And yet each of these are available individually as well at another
Yes.
great price. So it's almost like you buy 2 and you get 3 free. That's what's going on here. So let's take a moment now and talk about these beautiful programs, because this is working with etheric surgery. This is working with galactic healers. Tell us about these programs that you've got. There's
Uh,
one. Go ahead. I'll let you explain. Or
okay.
do you want me to start? Like the
Oh, it's okay. I
galactic,
can I can talk
you
about
can.
them.
Okay.
Yeah. They're all What's interesting and beautiful is that they're all related to each other. Because if we're blocked and we're out of sync or out of alignment with our higher self, I call our higher self our higher power, then we can't really tap into our inner healer. And our inner healer knows everything. Our inner healer is omnipotent and knows how to turn on our body's natural healing response, knows how to activate our healing response because our body is its own entity. So our soul carries all of this wisdom from lifetime to lifetime. Many of us were healers working with goddess Isis and or shamans and other lifetimes, and so the medicine is really inside of us. Our inner pharmacy is inside of our cells and our DNA. And so we carry these soul records with all this information, this important healing information, which contains all of our untapped gifts from lifetime to lifetime and even between lives. So all of the programs are related to how can we become uh, more deeply connected? How can we channel, even if you don't think that you're a channeler or you think that you can't see spirit or hear spirit or feel spirit, right? You think that you're totally clueless. Everybody has this ability. So the 5 programs are all dedicated, they're all like interwoven with each other. So the Channel Your Inner Healer course um, can help to kind of locate where our inner healer lives and resides in our bodies. And then if you have chakra blocks, you really need that because we want to clear out any distortions, any distorted energy, um, any unhealed childhood stress, pain, or trauma, or even um, empathic pain that we absorb from others. And that actually starts in the womb. So the chakra block pain unlock course is really great because we explore the not only the front of our chakras to kind of release and to balance and harmonize each of our spinning chakra wheels, but also we want to clear every part of each of our energy centers, right? To starting from the toes to our head or from our head to our toes. So we clear out the back of us, what we push to the back, and we get to the root. We explore it like when this happened, not why it happened. We're not reliving the trauma, but we're actually getting to the root or the core of the unhealed trauma that's causing us so much pain in our spines, right? So we can align our spine to the divine. So we're clearing out the cervical spine, the thoracic spine, the lumbar spine, and also any tailbone trauma at the seat, at our seat and our feet. So that is really good for clearing chakra blocks. And that also is above us and below us. And then Galactic Light Spirit Surgery is one of my favorite multidimensional programs. And that actually allows us to tap into all the potential, um, the possibilities, the quantum solutions, potentialities, that's the word I was looking for. Because the answers to our earthly problems, where it's so heavy and dense, are not really available here. We have to be able to raise our vibration high enough where we can become a match to the higher dimensional realms. And that's where we find our spirit guides, our angels, archangels, our allies, and our helpers. And they all look very different. It could be an animal totem, it could be a winged angel, but I mostly work with spirit doctors. And that's why that leads me into the third program, which is the 5D Spirit Doctor Team Channeling Program. And many people also say, I love your meditations and your transmissions are so elevating. They're so peaceful. I just feel so much lighter and more expansive. And yet, people sometimes feel that they don't know how or to get messages, right, from their team members. And this is what I teach in the program, how to actually hear, see, feel, know, and trust your intuition, because we all have a spirit or a soul team that when we're incarnated here, they come in with us. They actually meet us in utero at a certain stage of development. So this program is great to really scan your, like learn how to scan your body, how to regulate your nervous system, how to ground and anchor in this galactic light, right? Because we're all reflections of this light. We are light. We are love. This is who we really are at our core. But a lot of people have lost their way. And then what happens when that happens is they can attract earthbound spirits or lost souls, right? Who are just trying to find their way home. And so we want to really activate our inner light, but also learn how to work with spirits so there's no fear when they come to visit us. So that's that program. And spirit surgery involves getting to know the members of your fifth and higher dimensional team members. So I call them cosmic light physicians. They're also healers, but they're also surgeons, and they are shamans, they're star shamans, and they reside in higher dimensions. Most of them are in Arcturus, but also Sirius. And since the Sirius Stargate opened on July 2nd, the energies of Sirius, which is of transformation, rapid healing, but also magical manifestation, where you have a thought and it instantly can manifest. It's important to watch your thoughts, right? Because if you're thinking in lack, scarcity, or, like, I'm not good enough, or what if the world ends tomorrow, right? Because of global warming or something like that, then you're probably going to attract a similar vibration. And so we want to learn how to raise our vibration as well and work with these with the spirit doctors who are the higher selves of our 3D care team. So you have a doctor, you have specialists, right? There are surgeons. It could be an eye doctor, a dentist, a heart doctor, whatever it is, a GI doctor. So these are the higher dimensional aspects that contain that hold all of the remedies and the quantum solutions to our earth problems, right? And to all the pain that we experience in our bodies as empaths. So I think that covers it all. I mean, if you've never experienced galactic light surgery, I'm happy to demonstrate and take you on a little journey now.
Thank you for this beautiful offering. This is for who? This is for those who want to advance their healing abilities, and also
Yes.
those who want to just heal themselves and their family and actually accelerate their ascension journey, right? Is that right? Who
Yes.
else is this for?
This is for the wounded divine feminine who has lost their voice and is afraid to speak out, because we're clearing all of the chakras, especially the throat chakra. That's the most commonly blocked chakra, is our throat. And this is to um, really reconnect you to your soul purpose. So this is soul healing at its finest, I would say. So this is really for everyone who feels disconnected from their gifts and from their lost healing abilities, of people who have experienced shock, early developmental trauma, and who really has lost their way. But it really allows you to connect with with a team, so you feel that you're not alone in this world, in this reality. And it's going to help you to rebirth yourself and resurrect all of those parts of you that have gone missing or are hiding. So it's very empowering, super empowering. So people who feel disempowered, disenfranchised, people who disassociate, any of those disses, the words that begin with DIS, people who feel distant from their authentic selves, from their soul essence. So this is why it's important to feel safe in your body, to feel at home in your body. And when your body is aligned with the divine, when your spirit is present, you could really show up and be your best self and really change everything. And we're in that portal of the Stargate Sirius. And this, we could really tap into that untapped potential there and really reframe everything that we judge as going wrong in our lives, or the way that we feel about ourselves, and we could really change everything. So this is why I wanted to also share that each of these are not standalone sessions that are about an hour or two. These are actual courses. These are programs. So each one contains multiple videos, audios, and PDF transcripts that you could follow along. These are energy processes to help you self-regulate. You could follow along and really activate your third eye, your psychic telepathic abilities, and get to trust your gut. So each one contains 3 to 5, so it's about 6 to 12 hours of blissful, euphoric transmissions that are very healing to your nervous system.
And that is really what it's all about. And so that's what makes this a beautiful tool, really a beautiful tool. And we're going to experience an activation with you. And that is the cream of the crop here. It is a beautiful example of what your work is all about. It is a vibrational shift. We're going to feel it. Thank you.
Before I invite you to take this very high vibrational journey, I just want to make sure that everyone is grounded. So I invite you to drink some water to stay hydrated, because it's really very hot outside, unbearable, at least where I am. So I want you to really just make sure that your body is completely relaxed. And if you feel tension in your shoulders or your neck, please feel free to readjust your body position. Best to sit up, but you can also recline and kind of allow your chair to support you. But before I go into this journey, I want to I'm guided to share a couple of self-regulation exercises, and this will only take a few minutes. Is that okay, Loren? Let's begin by clapping your hands together, taking a nice, deep, life-affirming breath. This many of us forget to breathe, especially when we're talking a lot. And then just raise your hands, which when we do this, it's not a religious thing at all. It's basically you're reconnecting your mind with your body. So you're in unison. Your mind and body are now united. So we want to connect to the higher dimensions and then take a deep breath, hold the breath. And then drop your arms and your hands on your lap. And we'll do this 2 more times, okay? And this really helps you when you're gazing up at the stars, right? It kind of takes you away from all of your earthly problems, right? So you're grounded in your body, you're in your heart, but you're also going to raise your vibration and you're going to take a deep breath, hold the breath. Ah, and make a nice big sound on the out breath. So your exhalations, your letting go is much longer, and this is going to regulate your vagus system too. And then come back to your center because we're exploring everything hidden that's lying dormant at the root, at the core of whatever kind of mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual pain you're experiencing. So you don't have to suffer. So let's do this 1 more time. Ah, and now we're just gonna rub our hands together and sway back and forth. And imagine that you're holding a precious jewel or a gemstone between the palms of your hands. So you don't want to crush it, but you also don't want to drop it, right? And then the swaying back and forth or backwards and forwards also helps to self-regulate and calm your inner child down, calm the stress, the tension, the agitation, the frustration. And we have a lot of reasons to feel all those things, don't we? And it doesn't mean you have to allow what's happening outside of you to overpower you. And so this is the third self-regulation exercise. And we're just gently crisscrossing our circuitry and we're kind of squeezing, massaging our shoulders and our shoulder blades, but we're really rebalancing now. And then we're going to go all the way down to our elbows. We're going to do this as long as you need to do it. And this has a very soothing and calming effect. It's also called havening, which is something that I teach to people and that I offer my clients in private sessions and in my group clearing sessions too. And then go all the way down to the hands, both sides of the hands, and then just shake yourself out. Shake out and release all of that heaviness. Good. And just check in with your heart. Place your hands over your heart. You can tap over your thymus gland with both hands. And this is part of trauma tapping. Take 2 breaths in and out. And again, check in with your heart space. What does your heart know? What is your heart needing to express or embody right now? What's missing? So we're going to invite your spirit team, but also my spirit team. So we're connecting, we're linking our hearts and our spirit teams together, and we're being open and saying yes to this cosmic invitation, right? To allow ourselves to attract something better, greater, and different. And before I invite in your team so you could experience what it looks like and feels like to receive spirit surgery, cosmic surgery is different than earth surgery. And this is also very healing for people who have experienced medical trauma and white coat anxiety. And we're going to go into this cord clearing spirit surgery. So we want to lower the music a little. I think it's a little too loud. See if we could lower that music just a tad, Obina. Okay.
It's perfect, I think.
You think
Yes.
so? Okay, great. So the first thing I want to ask our higher selves, our soul guides, and our helpers from the higher dimensions is to go in and clear past life blocks and any kind of negative energetic cords that create negative thoughts, patterns, or toxic behaviors. We don't want to spiritually bypass what's happening in the world in this earthly realm. And we don't want to act out like unhealed or wounded children. So we're going to ask them to come in and please allow yourself to be open and say, yes, I am willing to receive this transmission. And the spirit doctors, surgeons, and the star shamans are right now entering through the, the Syrian Stargate portal. And they're carrying tools in their medicine toolkits that will free up your energy, but also expand your life force, your chi, your ki, or your ka. And they're coming in with these divine light instruments and these acupuncture needles that only exist in the higher dimensions to unlock these chakra blocks, but also to remove what's behind it. Any family or karmic spells, curses, jinxes, any harmful or hurtful lower vibrational entities or spirits, or anywhere because you're such a powerful, sensitive empath that you've felt or still feel subject to psychic attack. All of these cords are now being melted and unraveled, dissolved in this quantum light, this beautiful white and gold and platinum light. So anywhere, just check in with your body now and notice when you scan your energy field or your body parts, where you're holding those unhelpful thoughts, feelings, or emotions. And now the doctors are just going to go into your home with your permission and consent and clear away any toxins in your home environment. And this can come from neighbors, people in your community, anywhere that you've ever felt uncomfortable or unsafe in your own healing space. So we invite the spirit doctor team to come in and to heal our past wounds, experiences, life events in this lifetime and in all lifetimes that caused our body to shut down or caused our body to freeze around doctors, surgeons, people in the medical field, so that we could start trusting our bodies are safe again and turn on, activate, and awaken our own inner healer. And this is going to help you to release the white coat anxiety or the memories of medical trauma for you or your loved ones. So we're inviting these beautiful, compassionate, caring light beings that are also doctors, physicians, and healers. And they're coming in from Star Sirius. So just allow them to step in to your room. Set your intention and show them where you need the most healing, where you're holding these stuck energies that are blocking your light. And we're going to ask to unravel and disentangle these cords and attachments for you now. But this is all happening on a soul level. And remember, if you think or tell yourself that you are just not good enough, you're not psychic, telepathic, you can't see, hear, or feel the presence of spirit. Right now, imagine that you could. Imagine that you now are able to. And what would that look like and sound like and feel like if you could? Remember, everyone senses the divine presence of spirit differently, and that's okay. So releasing all your judgments and doubts, whether the higher dimensions are something that you can even experience in this lifetime. Ask your spirit team to help you with that, to cleanse and clear the self-doubts and the worries and the fears and anxieties. And ask your bodies, are you ready? Every part of your body, even your muscle memories, your cells, your organs. Have a conversation, a two-way conversation. Ask your body if it's ready to take this interdimensional journey, to retrieve and to reclaim the powers and the gifts, your special healing abilities that have gone missing. And we're doing this not only for ourselves, but we're doing it also to benefit all of our ancestors who had to repress and suppress and silence their voices, their gifts, and their abilities too, that weren't able to practice the art and the magic of energy healing. And notice if there's any part of you that feels like there's something missing, something empty, something that feels numb or frozen. And place your hands there on these body parts. Because we're all healers and we all have healing hands that we're born with. So you could warm up your healing hands and place them on any parts of you that feel something is wrong, something is missing, something is broken. And you can place one hand over your heart and the other over your lower belly or your womb chakra, your hara or dantian. And get ready to receive and start breathing in this beautiful light infusion. And allow yourself to reach up and breathe down, pull down this beautiful Syrian blue light. Many of you are blue rays, lost blue rays. So we want to find and reunite with your spirit light. And set the intention and ask your spirit team, feel them surrounding you now. If you're in a chair or a bed or lying on the couch, imagine that they're above you, below you, to the left, right, in front and in back of you. They're just holding you and holding space for you. Holding space for you to receive these upgrades, these updates from spirit, from the spirit realms that care about us and want our planet to ascend. Spirit realms that overlight us and our loved ones and our pets here and in the spirit worlds. So notice the cording without reacting and breathing into any cording or any parts of us that feel out of alignment. And ask your star ancestors and your spirit doctors, the surgeons and shamans, to travel in between worlds and realms and find your lost soul parts, the fragments that froze and broke off when you lost your voice, when you experienced shock, trauma, or unexpected loss. The parts of you you need to feel whole again, to find, to express your soul voice, your soul plan, your trust, your innocence, and everything you might have lost before you even had words to express it. And your star shamans are going to go back to when you were in utero, back to past incarnations. They're going to also investigate alternate realities and galaxies where parts of your multiple soul are still residing. So your soul fragments that contain your soul spark, your essence, your true essence, your soul name. They may be hiding under a crater over the moon. They may be in some other lifetime, or they could be attached to a person or a group of people that might have been your family, that might have been a past partner, that might have been a spirit that you deeply miss. So your star shamans are starting to travel, do a search, and look for the most important 3 soul parts that have gone missing. And these vital parts of you contain your template, your blueprint, your life force energy that you either chose to or were forced to give away. They contained your personal power, your sovereignty, and your mastery. And this might have happened eons ago, might have even happened on your home planet in your first incarnation. So allow yourself to step into this pot of light, your interdimensional travel vehicle, the one that lives in your Merkaba, in your heart space, the one that contains all your Akashic records, all past life memories, every word, thought, deed, and action. And see if you can drop 18 inches from your head right into your heart space. There's nothing to do, but just to allow this to happen. And notice if you feel a healing shift when you let go and you drop out of your head space. What does it feel like now? Hold your heart, massage your heart, tap over your heart space, and allow the wings of your heart to open and expand as we invited the first cosmic physician, the miraculous physician named Dr. Lorfan. Many of you have studied and apprenticed with Dr. Lorfan in other lifetimes, so the name might sound familiar. And Dr. Lorfan is stepping forward. He's the master of core fear surgery, removing all strands of core fear from your crown chakra. So see if you can allow yourself to remain fully present and aware. And this is a very gentle and safe and non-invasive spirit surgery treatment. This is a divine invitation and opportunity to heal on the deepest level of your being. So Dr. Lorfan motions you forward to step into the starship, to embody your whole soul that might have departed many, many moons ago. Notice how it feels to travel freely in this pod, this light pod. And we're going to ask your star shamans to step in, as well as your spirit surgeons, to guide you back to your first birth star. This is where the original entanglement might have begun, where the first soul hole, rupture, or fracture began, the first soul tear. And this is the hole in your soul that you've been experiencing and feeling for years, that you don't tell anyone about. But here in these higher dimensional galaxies and realities, you can come back home to your whole self, your holy self, and your true soul identity. See if any subtle memories might be informing you even now. Any memories of people, places, or anything that resonates as you let your mind go and trust the first scene that you see or voices that you hear, Trust your feelings and intuition now completely. What does it feel like to just lie back and receive and take back everything that belongs to you as the rightful owner? So you don't miss a thing because you deserve this. This is your birthright to fulfill all of your unmet needs. And remember to take gentle breaths in and out longer as you really let go. And allow everything to manifest for you. Give your worries to your spirit team now. And ask your higher self and your I am presence to show you where and how you can release all of these burdens, how and where to unburden. This is your sovereign space to receive more of your soul pieces back, to be that invitation. So allow yourself to just kind of unzip, or ask your spirit team to unzip you, all that heavy armor, all of those false masks. You're being unmasked. You're just being authentically you now. What does that feel like? Does it feel like a sense of relief and a respite, like a safe shelter or a refuge from this world that we're living in now? So allow all that heavy armor to just drop to your feet, stepping outside of that old facade, all that outer world heaviness, and drop any masks or any veils that block you from the truth of you, from being you. And now allow yourself to be guided and escorted to a non-ordinary reality off of this planet that feels completely different. It's outside of time and space, and here, only here, as you let your body stay here, but you let your spirit fly. Your spirit is elevating, it's expanding, it's radiating. And all of the other 143 pieces of you, the other soul aspects of you, all of your missing soul extensions are being collected. All of you, the original parts of you that were stolen, robbed, taken, or given away. But now you have a choice. You might not have then, so please forgive yourself for doing what you did and saying what you did back then. This is your opportunity to feel whole, to become whole, to embody your soul completely. This is an opportunity for you to experience that sense of not only peace and bliss and ease, but closure. Instead of feeling empty or broken, you're starting to feel more well-rounded and whole. So the ceremony begins. Your soul name is written across the sky. Notice if you could read or interpret that light language alphabet. These light letters, these vowels, these sounds are what you used to speak on Sirius, on Venus, on Arcturus. And notice that you're now being led and guided at your back with your spirit doctors, surgeons, shamans, Dr. Lorfen and his Arcturian assistants. And you're in this healing hospital or this healing center, this rehabilitation center, but this is almost like what it would feel like if you could visit your own soul spa sanctuary, where all the medicine, all the solutions, all the elixirs, the remedies, the potions, the lotions, they're all here in this pharmacy. And now we're just going to invite in Mother Osset or Isis from Sopdet, which is also on planet Sirius. And she's just going to come in and spread her wings around you and anoint you and remove all the cords, the hooks, the darts, the arrows, the attachments, and also the soul contracts that don't serve you, that block you, that hurt you, that diminish you. To allow yourself to lie back in this bed of roses in this healing chamber or a bed and feel all of the hands and the divine light instruments working on you. You're plugged in with this Reiki IV, and the divine light instruments and the wheels and the fans of light are just blowing out all of the earth debris, all of the intensity, the density, and the heaviness, the hurtness. And they're laying their hands in the front of you and the back of you, and they're taking out their microscopic needleless needles, performing etheric acupuncture and just unblocking your locked energy, renewing, rebirthing you, resurrecting who you really are. Allow yourself to just float in space and feel this light, receive this light, the white light, the platinum light, the solar light, the lunar light, and the blue light from the spiritual Syrian sun behind our sun. And just breathe, inhale, and drink in all of the celestial medicine, all of the quantum solutions that are not here, all of the advanced technologies and sacred geometries. And now we're allowing 3 major soul parts back because you're opening now, because you're willing and able to receive everything you need. All the hidden blocks are no longer able to hide inside. The light is exposing your divinity. Just say out loud, I'm willing, I'm open, I'm ready to receive back all of me that I'm meant to be, that I may be 1000% sovereign, whole, and free. And just notice how this feels as you allow yourself to feel hopeful and excited, anticipatory for the first time that you can change everything. You can find your powers again. And all of those false beliefs, programs, all of the ways that you put yourself down and others have criticized or judged you because you are so different. That's all disappearing and dissolving into thin air. All of the negative thoughts, the painful emotions, all of those burdens that were buried at your core, they're all being lifted up and out and returned back to source. And the 3 soul parts are coming in now. Allow yourself to expand even wider, higher, bigger than ever before. And so now you're being anointed with myrrh, with frankincense, your hands, your feet, you're being blessed with the opportunity to be reborn with honey, nectar, amrita, with holy waters are all being sprinkled over you by Mother Isis, Dr. Fritz, Dr. Khan, all of these earth surgeons and star surgeons working together, partnering up with them, because you're also a healer. We're just reawakening that part of you. So allow your crown to open, all of the soul parts of your brilliance, your wisdom is coming back in. So allow this to be blown back in, to be all this soul part is now being washed clean and scrubbed clean. So allow yourself to place your hands over your head or on the sides of your head and your temples, and just allow this beautiful violet light to come in. Just breathe it in and allow that light to become liquid and pour all the way down through your crown. And now allow the wings of your heart to start opening again. And the medicine of self-love, the soul part, the fragment of you that was missing is coming back now, returning to you, allowing you to love yourself unconditionally, to accept, to be at peace with all of your past decisions. So allow a beautiful emerald green soul fragment to be poured all the way into your crystalline heart space. You can place your hands over just to hold that light, that love light in your Anahata chakra. And notice how it feels, because your heart is filled to the rim. Your head is filled with only positive, loving ideas, thoughts. And now we're moving into your solar plexus, calling back and retrieving your personal power, calling back your scepter, your crown, your garments of light, your ankhs, your amulets, everything you need is entering back in a golden field of light with golden filaments of light. So allow yourself to receive this light and let it enter through your navel, through your belly button, this liquid golden light. And so breathe it in until your whole stomach is filling up with this golden light. Moving into your solar plexus chakra now. Breathing back your powers, your self-determination, your soul mastery, your purpose. And now the sealing process is beginning. You're in the post-surgery room. And Dr. Lorifan and the Arcturians are performing a sealing, a mending, and see if you could blend with these light beings so there's no veil of separation. Your soul is being soothed and supported. It's being repaired. And any remaining openings are now closed. Any tears, rips, or holes in your auric field, any damage that's been done to your cells, your organs, your systems are also being filled in, mended, healed, and sealed with these golden threads of light, of diamond light, of divine light, of holy light. And allow your aura to glow, to grow, and to become as big as the universe, all universes in the Milky Way galaxy. No more fear. Everything that wasn't you, that wasn't true, has now been extracted, removed, transmuted into light, all poisons into medicine. And now as you sit up, And you're slowly recovering and coming back to your body. You can feel that everything has returned to you, that nothing is separate or missing. You're surrounded by a safety net on this earth, on this new earth, a platinum shield, and all of these new earth prescriptions are being returned to you as you sit and wait for your prescriptions to be filled in this star pharmacy. All the star medicine is available 24/7 in every dimension. So allow yourself to be wrapped in garments of soft and serene starlight. The star, your birth star, is directly above you, and feel that light shining down and pouring the celestial light into every part of you. Your divine feminine and masculine are now aligned, harmonized, balanced, and you're grounding back into this creatrix life force energy, totally born anew, resurrected and rebirthed, no longer fragmented, but whole again. And just anchor and hold this light in your hands, your power tools, your scepters, and cherish this homecoming, this soul reunion. And thank all of your team members as you return slowly into this dimension, in this time machine, in your Merkaba light vehicle. You can now slowly, gently, and gradually start feeling your soul pouring into every opening in your body until it reaches your feet and your toes. Grab that light, embody it, hold that light. It's your light. You have total permission. And just brush yourself off again from your journey, really feeling completely alive again, resurrected from the ashes and rebirthed anew. And we say thank you to Dr. Lorthan and the Arcturians, Mother Isis, Star Isis, and every aspect of your higher power is back online. You're whole again. Thank you. And this music that we were listening to today is Reiki light encoded, so infused with
Mm.
life force energy and the magic of Merlin's healing abilities, the wizardry of Merlin. We all contain a bit of Merlin, so that's the father energy. So we have the mother Isis and the father Merlin energy. And we have the grandmother moon and the grandfather sun energy all wrapped into one beautiful light. Thank you so much for receiving this, and thank yourselves as well.
What a beautiful gift. We are whole. We are whole and comforted and nurtured. So thank you. Thank you for that transmission, healing journey.
Yes,
Beautiful.
you're welcome. You're most welcome.
So again, I just want to remind everyone that this is the work of Vandana, and you can sense how deep it goes. So we invite you to check out the beautiful tools. They're all downloadable programs.
Yes.
They're evergreen. These are tools for your personal healing library let's call it your shaman's library, your
Mm.
galactic library, because this
Yes,
is something that you can go to. You can share it with your family and friends. The teachings, what you do for yourself, can be super, uber supportive for your family and loved ones. And
and your pets too.
practitioners, oh,
Your
and your
pets too,
pets.
because they love this energy. They will cuddle up right next to you and they would just bliss out with you right alongside of you because they feel your energy, especially
My
cats.
dog, yeah. My
Always.
dog Koki is here, so
Oh, hi,
she
Koki.
is sleeping peacefully. Okay.
Beautiful.
Now, what about for healers? They can use this in their repertoire, right? They can put this in their,
Absolutely. Yes,
wow. Again, okay, so anyone who's doing healing work, whatever, this is a beautiful program.
yes.
Work with Vandana. Vandana, if people download this and they want your help on email, you can support them via email, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we
Great.
can talk anywhere. We can get on a Zoom call anytime. I always offer 15-minute consultations that are always free anyway. And all of these recordings, I offer them with lifetime access. So they never expire, they never become weaker, they only grow stronger. And they're always relevant, even if you listen 10 or 20 years from now, which a lot of my clients do. And also, a lot of my clients are in the healing industry as well. Sometimes my clients, they become Reiki practitioners, like I think we all did about 10, 15 years ago. And then all of a sudden, they just don't use it anymore. So this will kind of refine and refresh your energy healing practice as well. And you're doing it for yourself most of all, especially
Yes.
a lot of my clients are caregivers. So I have a lot
Mm-hmm.
of courses for caregivers and empaths because I'm one myself, so I can relate. And why I was able to channel these powerful light beings, it's because I too became sort of disillusioned with the limitations of, medical treatments or, of doctors that just didn't have time or um, the right communication skills to really answer my questions and really be there and be present. So the beauty of these healer doctors is that they're always available. You can always ask them. They always visit you in dream time and ask them 24/7 because that's when they do the majority of the work on you is when you're sleeping because that's when we're the most receptive and open to healing. So a lot of them have come in, even when we were talking before that I fractured my ankle last month, and I called them in too. And I also developed a program for bone healing, which is on my website. So, because I wanted to really mend my broken bone like faster. So they work pretty quickly in the other realms because here everything is much, much slower.
Yes, thank you for this. I have many people who I've interviewed in the past who share this sort of healing. It's very
Mm,
real and
yes,
very supportive. So wonderful that it's available to us.
of
And
course.
as we go to sleep, we can just invoke it.
Before we go to sleep, you can listen to any of my transmissions, meditations, and that actually
Mhm.
helps you to sleep even better, especially if
Yes,
you have insomnia, and especially because what's happening every time we turn on the news. It's very
right.
hard to sleep. I mean, myself, I've gotten woken up, in fear, panic, and anxiety on several nights, and it's hard because that's when the mind starts ruminating and racing, right? And so
Mhm.
that is not very pleasant. And so if you really want a deep, regenerative, restorative night's sleep, listen before bedtime for sure. And I promise you, you will sleep a whole lot better. And not only that, but you'll be able to fall asleep easier and stay asleep longer. So, yeah, I have a lot of testimonials about that on my website where people like literally couldn't sleep for years and they were able to like sleep like a baby. So, yeah.
Yeah,
So I do this for myself too because when I listen to my own replays, I'm always like out in another universe and like
yeah.
there are no problems anymore. It's like, "Oh, what was I so worried about again? I forgot." So that's where
And
we want to be sometimes. We're not
all the
spiritually
time, all the
bypassing.
time.
Well,
Yeah.
we want to stay informed and we want to stay in our bodies. We don't want to escape, right? Like do the spiritual escapism thing. But we also deserve to feel joy and peace. And it's hard to find peace outside if we're not embodying peace within ourselves. So
Yes.
that's very
And
important to do this for you.
beautifully said, brings us right back to where we started this conversation and how
Exactly.
much better are each of us feeling now. And
I
so
feel
I
great.
encourage everyone, if you, whatever device you have to listen, whether it's your iPhone, your Android, your tablet, your iPad, whatever it is, start taking that to your room if you need to wake up. If you need to wake up, if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're feeling
Right.
that jitteriness, which is
Yes.
very common these days, these are just powerful, powerful things to go to. Again,
Yes.
it's what is changing in our world. Many people are surrounding themselves with tools like this, and it really does help us fortify ourselves, calm the nervous system, and
Yes.
cultivate that peace and love
Yes.
within us. And when we do
Thank you.
that, we remember it, and the rest becomes old school, like doesn't even
Yes.
touch us anymore.
And Loren, if I may, I just had this thought before our call that this feels like this. Can I talk? You're on mute. Um, I just wanted to just add before we say goodbye that I realize that what this energy medicine does for us is it strengthens our inner resilience. It, it's a strengthening, stabilizing energy medicine because we really need this. We need to we need something that is outside of us, something to sustain us in these dark times. This timeline of great uncertainty. And that's why the inner resilience comes through from your spirit team because we can't do it alone. We can't survive this world on our own alone. So I think that this is a stabilizing medicine. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Vandana Atara. This has been healing and transformational and also uplifting. I hope that
Beautiful.
everyone enjoyed this and is feeling the peace within, the love within, and your empowerment. We have this. Thank
Yeah.
you, Vandana, and thank you, everyone, for listening. Namaste. Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.